Good morning, all. This is Mounika. Today's topic is groups concept. Concepts in Java. Object-oriented programming concepts are very important. Without having an idea about groups concepts, you will not be able to design system in the object-oriented programming model. It simplifies the software development and maintenance. The core OOPS concepts, that is objective, class, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. Let us discuss about the OOPS concepts with a real world example. The object is a real-time entity having some state and behavior in Java. Object is an instance of a class having the instance variable like the state of the object and the methods, the behavior of the object. The object of the class can be created by using the new keyword in Java programming language. A class is a template or blueprint which objects are created. So an object is an instance of a class. Coming to real world examples of object. Suppose dogs have state, name, color, breed, hungry, and behavior. Hungry and behaviors barking, fetching, wagging, tail. Examples of objects: chair, bike, marker, pen, table, car, book, apple. These are the examples of the object. Can be physical or logical in objective. Objects of real world examples of the objects: pencil, apple, book, bag, board. These are the examples of objects. And coming to class, a class is a group of objects which have a common properties. It is a template or blueprint from which objects are created. In short, a class is specification or a template on an object. Real world examples of class is a circle. Let's look at examples of class, analyze the various parts in a below diagram. This is the examples of declare the class circle, which has the members X and Y, radius type of integer, and two members methods, area and field color. Class is a circle. This is a class name, and class is a keyword. Circle is a class name, and int X are the type of the member variable, and X and Y are the variables. Radius are the variables. Void area, void fill color, these are the member methods. A class is a template for creating an object. Class name circle. Block diagram of object. Class name is a circle. Fields, radius are the variables, and methods get area, get perimeter, set radius are the methods of the class. Circle object 1, object 2. These are the objects of the class. Next, coming to abstraction. Abstraction means hiding the data, providing the results to the user. Abstraction means hiding the lower level details and exposing only essential relevant details to the user. Coming to real world examples. The first example, let us consider, take a one car which abstracts the internal details and expose the driver only. Those details that are relevant to the interaction of the driver with the car. And second examples, consider an ATM machine. All our performing operations are the ATM machine, like cash withdrawal, money transfer, retrieve mini statement, etc. We can't know internal details about the ATM. This is an example of abstraction. Abstraction means hiding the internal details and providing the result. Implementation with example. Example, employee, contractor, and full-time employee example. In this example, we create an abstract employee class and which contains an abstract calculate salary method. Let the subclasses extends to employee class and implement the calculated salary method. Let's create contractor and full-time employee classes. As we know that salary structure for a contractor, full-time employee are different loads different. So let these classes to override the implement a calculate salary method. Here, abstract employees, employee and name string, these are the data types. Name string, next, encapsulation. Encapsulation is a process of wrapping of data and methods in a single unit is called encapsulation. In OOPS concept, data and methods operating on the data are combined together from a single unit which are referred to the class. As it is, encapsulation class is both are same. Real world examples of encapsulation. Capsule, take one example capsule. It is wrapped with a different medicine in a capsule. All medicine is encapsulated inside the capsule and encapsulation is contain methods and variables. Next example, in Java, Java Bean is a fully encapsulated class because all the data members and members and data methods are combined together is called encapsulation. And next, implementation with example, consider below person class diagram. One is ID and name or the parameter should not be accessed directly outside the person class achieved by private declaration. Take one example person having the ID, name and methods are say hello and name. Take one example, person, person having the ID and name are the parameters should not be accessed directly outside the person class achieved by private declaration. And this is the ID and name are the private. And next, get let's create a person class to demonstrate use of encapsulation in Java. Examples of encapsulation. Here, private double, I take one ID and name. These are the private. The public is person, data members, variables and methods are combined together is called encapsulation. Inheritance. The inheritance means the inheritance is a process of obtaining the data members and methods from one class to another class. It's known as the inheritance. It is one of the fundamental features of the object-oriented programming. And inheritance means obtaining the data members and methods from one class to another class. Inheritance means process of obtaining the data members and methods from one class to another class is known as inheritance. For example, inheritance is a relationship between superclass and subclass. Superclass, the class whose features are inherited is known as a superclass, that is a base class or a parent class. The class that inherits the other class is known as a subclass, a derived class, extended class. The subclass can add its own fields and methods addition to the superclass. That's also fields and methods. Coming to real world example, inheritance is a child and parents. All the properties of father are inherited by his son. This is a lion is a father, lion child is a superclass, father is a superclass, child is a subclass. This is an example of inheritance. Example, here we are taking one object, extends numbers into bytes, integer, float, double. These are the superclass. This is a base class. Examples of inheritance. And coming to types of inheritance in Java, below are the different types of inheritance which are supported by Java. Single inheritance and multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance. We are taking one example, single inheritance. Class A is a superclass, extends to class B is a subclass. Class A is a superclass, class B is a subclass. In single inheritance, subclasses inherit the features of one superclass. Class A serves as a base class. For the derived class B is a subclass. And coming to next multi-level inheritance, class A extends class B, class B extends class C. In multi-level inheritance, a derived class will be inheriting the base class as well as the derived class also acts as a base class to the other class. In below image, a class A serves as a base class for the derived class B, which in turn serves as a base class for the derived class C in Java. A class cannot directly access the grandparent members. Next, coming to hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance. In hierarchical inheritance, one class serves as a superclass for more than one subclass. In below image, class A serves as a base class for the derived class B, and class B serves as a class A serves as a base class for the derived class B, and class C serves as a derived class C. Next, multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. Take one class A, B, and C. Here, class C extends class A and class B. In multiple inheritance, one class can have more than one superclass and inheritance of all parent classes. Java does not support the multiple inheritance with the classes. In Java, we can achieve a multiple inheritance only through interfaces in multiple inheritance figure. Class C derived from class A and class B. Here, class A derived from class B, class A, and class B derived from class C. Hybrid inheritance. In hybrid inheritance, it is a mix of two or more of above types of inheritance. Java does not support multiple inheritance with classes. The hybrid inheritance is also not possible with classes. In Java, we can achieve hybrid inheritance only through interfaces. Why multiple inheritance not supported in Java? To reduce the complexity and simplifies the language, multiple inheritance is not supported in Java. Consider a scenario A and B and C are three classes. C class inherits the A and B class. If A and B classes have the same method, we call it from child class object. There will be ambiguity to call a method of A or B class. Since compile time errors are better than runtime errors, Java renders compile time error if you are inherits the two classes. So whether you have the same method or different, there will be a compile time error in hybrid inheritance. Next, polymorphism. The process of representing one form in multiple forms. Polymorphism means many forms. Process of representing one form into multiple forms is known as a polymorphism. Different definitions of polymorphism. Polymorphism let us perform the single action in different ways. This is a polymorphism. And next definition, polymorphism allows to define one interface, have multiple implementations. And next, we can create a functions or reference variable which behave differently in different programming contexts. Polymorphism means many forms. And next, polymorphism examples, real world examples of polymorphism. Suppose if you are in a classroom, that time you behave like a student. When you are in the market, at that time, you behave like a customer. When you are at your home, at that time, you behave like a son or a daughter. Here, one person present in different behaviors. These are the examples of polymorphism. Here, show Below figure, in shows in shopping malls behave like a customer, and bus behave like a passenger, and in school behave like a student, at home behave like a son. These are many behaviors in one person. This is the example of polymorphism. Implementation with example. Payment processing examples of polymorphism. In this payment processing example, applying runtime polymorphism, and it can have many forms at runtime. Refer below source code, single payment. Instance can be used to pay one cash and credit card payment. Instance take many forms here. Here is below a figure shows clients may and payment and cash payment and credit payment. Client behavior likes payment and cash payment and credit payment. Here, let's start by looking this above class diagram. Create a one payment interface and create the cash payment class which implements the payment interface, and create credit payment class which implements a payment interfaces. Let's create a polymorphism class with main method for testing. Main method for here, payment method is a main method. Java runtime polymorphism example. So shape is a examples of polymorphism. Here, an examples of polymorphism. Circle is a one type of shape, and rectangle is a one type of shape, and triangle is a one type. These are the three behaviors of shapes. Example, class shape is a class name, and void draw is a method, and class rectangle extends a shape, and class circle extends a shape, and class triangle. These are the three behaviors of the shape. This is an example of polymorphism. Thank you.